Hey, good Wednesday morning, everybody. Day 3 as we talk about why God allows bad things to happen to good people and what we can do in these times of suffering to grow closer to God, to make us more like Jesus ultimately, as I'll speak about today. Day 3, we're going to look at why this happens and what it can do to refine our faith and our character and bring us closer to God. I think we can look at James chapter 1 that I know I've spoke about many times through trials and through tribulations. And it gives us a word as to why these things happen. Maybe it gives us a little insight of to why these things happen. And I know that I can speak on my behalf in things in life that have happened to me that in the moment it felt so heavy and so burdensome. But now that I look back, it's like, man, God used that to strengthen and refine me as a child of God, to bring him close or bring me closer to him. James chapter 1, starting at verse 2, consider it pure joy, as crazy as that sounds, my brothers and sisters, wherever you face trials of many kinds, because you know that the testing of your faith produces perseverance. And it says, let your perseverance finish its work so that you may be mature and complete, not lacking in anything. If any of you lacks in wisdom, you should ask God, who gives generously to all without finding fault, and it would be given to you. James is saying that through these trials and through these situations, consider it joy. And as wild as that sounds, we're to go before the Father and say, God, I know no matter what I'm going through, that you are there with me. You're there to build me. You're there to show me that even though bad things are happening in my life, I am to give you pure trust and come at it with joy, knowing that in the end, I'm going to come out refined and stronger. I wrote these notes down. It says, the Bible shows us that suffering can serve as spiritual discipline. It helps us to strengthen our faith and character, and believers can be brought closer to God through these trials. Ultimately, it's to make us like Jesus. And I know that some of you faced way harder things than I could ever imagine. Death and disease and so many things. And yet you're saying, why are these things happening to me? If God is so good, so loving, why are these things happening to me? Once again, for the past couple of days, we've talked about that fallen, sinful world, or the free will of others that have caused certain things. We talk about because of Adam and Eve's decision to disobey God, that sin was brought into the world. Disease was brought into the world. Natural disasters have been brought into the world because we ultimately live in a fallen world because man chose to disobey God. Therefore, there was this disconnect in our relationship with God. We broke the heart of the Father, and therefore all these things begin to happen because of the free will of man, because God's not a puppet master. These things begin to happen in the world that caused more and more violence, more and more sickness. It is a fallen world, and it ultimately will not be complete until the day of Christ's return, when everything is brought back together on the new earth and made new, made whole, and then there'll be no more tears, no more pain, no more sorrow, as the Bible speaks of. And we can be guaranteed that in that day we'll understand, man, this is why these things happen. One more thing, it's to strip us away, or strip the self-sufficiency away from us. Is for us to learn how to truly rely and trust in God. Maybe we can look at it that way today as we're facing trials and situations and all kinds of other things. And we're wondering, why God are these things happening to me? I love you. I worship you. I give you everything, but yet things are still happening to me. But it's to strip us of that self-sufficiency and give us full reliance on God. It's to make us more like Jesus. Guys, I love you. So I'll see you tomorrow for day 4, and I hope you have a blessed Wednesday.